A familiar face in Steve McClaren took charge of the Rams and guided them to third in a stellar campaign. The Rams went on to the playoff final to play QPR, and after a dominant performance, it wasn't until the very last minute. Heartbreak for Derby County. Ex-Real Madrid assistant Paul Clement oversaw the Rams and cemented a fifth-place finish. That meant they would play Hull City in the playoffs. It was heartbreak again as they lost 3-2 on aggregate. Now under Gary Rowett, the Rams were again able to finish in a playoff place and would face Fulham. The home leg saw the Rams win 1-0.
Whips it across towards Jerome! Advantage Derby County!
Now it was time to play at Craven Cottage.
Header on! And Fulham double their
Once again breaking Derby hearts as they keep up the search to get into the Premier League. The following season saw the Premier League legend Frank Lampard take over at Derby. 3 big loan signings in Mason Mount, Harry Wilson and of course Vicio Tomori lead the Rams to a 6th place finish to play league favourites Leeds United in the playoffs. The first leg was a disaster as Leeds won 1-0, but the second leg was very different.
Here comes Jack Mario. Mario surely! Here come Derby. They might get the goal here at the start of the second half. And they have! Harry Wilson. And Derby lead. The penalty converted. Here's Dallas. Oh, and they've scored. There's Keogh. And now Mario. Yes! Jack Mario. In the playoff semi-final. Are into the playoff final!
Derby were heading to Wembley again. It was a chance to reach the big time again, as this was a £100 million game. But yet again, it was a familiar disappointment for the Rams as they headed to the 11th consecutive season in the Championship. This defeat led to the fall of Derby County. Derby fan Mel Morris took over Derby in 2015 with his company King, the firm behind the Candy Crush saga. Morris wasted millions upon millions of pounds on transfers, leading to a battle with the EFL over breaches of financial fair play and profit sustainability rules. In desperation of the millions of pounds the clubs were losing, Morris sold the stadium to another one of his companies for £81 million, leading to even more controversy. With Premier League hopes again fading and fans left disappointed, they stuck with the team and moved on to the next season. In the summer of 2019, saw Frank Lampard leave for Chelsea moments after getting into the playoff final with Derby. Nevertheless, former Barcelona captain and Dutchman Philip Cocu became Derby's first foreign manager. But in September, after a team night out, Derby's captain was involved in a drunk driving crash, breaking his leg alongside teammates Tom Lawrence and Mason Bennett. Keogh, the captain, later beat Derby in a court case and was paid $2.4 million in wages. However, in the January transfer window, the Rams brought in England top scorer and Premier League legend Wayne Rooney. Behind the scenes, the club was getting worse and worse under Mel Morris, and the club were quickly losing millions. Derby had been deemed to have breached 3 regulations: failure to provide accounts, defaulting on payments to HM Revenue and Customs, and for breaking financial fair play rules. After years of pain caused by Mel Morris, the EFL took action and placed Derby under a transfer embargo in 2021. Anger was shown by the fans towards the once praised owner, who was now looking for a way out of the club and seeking investors. But even after all the controversy, heartbreak and hurt, the worst was still yet to come to Derby County.